I discussed the issue of Joseph Rosenbaum's arming of himself in another video, but I decided to make this as one of my dumb argument series. That series of videos where I expose some of the dumb arguments that the anti-Kyles propose periodically, and some of the pro-Kyles too. In fact, I've got one coming on that concerning the citizen's arrest arguments they sometimes make and get fouled up. The argument here is really quite simple. Kyle Rittenhouse could not have shot Joseph Rosenbaum because Joseph Rosenbaum wasn't armed. True? Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnnie Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnnie Walker Dread Show.
First of all, before we even begin, all those people out there that are saying, Kyle Rittenhouse, he shot an unarmed man. What about Ashli Babbett? She was unarmed. In fact, let's take a look at the title of this article. Capitol Police fatally shoot unarmed woman during Wednesday's breach. So I would almost guarantee you that the vast majority of people that are criticizing Kyle Rittenhouse for shooting an unarmed person have no problem with the Capitol Police officer shooting Ashli Babbett. Now, how do you explain that hypocrisy? I mean, how does that make sense at all? If it is true that you can't shoot an unarmed person, what allows the Capitol Police to shoot Ashli? Now, I'm not going to get into whether Ashli Babbitt's shooting was justified or not. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy in their argument. Okay, I'm going to make another video on this entire article, but for the purposes of this dumb argument, I'm just going to focus on a part of it. But let me go ahead and give you the title here. When can you legally use a gun against an unarmed person? Now, who is the author? And this is important because if you want to start quoting people, you got to know if they're credible or not. Well, it's Andrew Branca. He is a Massachusetts lawyer and an expert in the use of self-defense. He's written books on it, and I will put a description in the link below about his background. I did go over his background in another video, but at any rate, he does know what he's talking about. And everything that he is saying here does jive with what my understanding of self-defense laws are, and I've actually studied it quite a bit. So let's go ahead and go on down here. Okay, so this is a heading called Zimmerman's shooting of unarmed Martin. This concerns the shooting of Trayvon Martin. You can tell how old this article is. This is around 2014 and well before the Kenosha shootings. But let's go on down. You're going to be finding something here very interesting. All right. It should also be noted that Zimmerman told police that he only drew his pistol after he felt Martin reaching for it. And here, listen up. You're listening? It's kind of important. An attacker seeking to seize a defender's gun is really no different than an attacker reaching to pick his own gun off a table. Indeed, it is worse, in the sense that in the former case, the defender is being simultaneously disarmed. Okay, a defender otherwise in reasonable fear of death from the attacker need not wait until the attacker has gripped the pistol before they can defend themselves. The deadly threat is imminent when the attacker reaches for the weapon. What was Joseph Rosenbaum doing? Well, Richard McGinnis, a witness that was right there on top of the scene, has stated in numerous interviews that Joseph Rosenbaum was actively lunging after Kyle's weapon, trying to take it from him. If so, Kyle can open fire. He does not have to wait for Joseph Rosenbaum to even get his hands on it. He can open fire if he feels that Rosenbaum taking his rifle from him would pose a serious threat of bodily injury to him. And guess what? Yeah, of course it would. This is a riot. This is a guy that's been running around trying to get in fights with everyone. And according to Ryan Balch, he threatened to kill Kyle earlier in the evening. So, giving that dude your weapon? No way. In reality, you should never give up your weapon to anybody attacking you. That will not work out well for you. And so, is Kyle reasonably justified in opening fire to protect himself from serious bodily harm? Absolutely, and I cannot see any jury member not agreeing with that. An interesting question also crops up. Joseph Rosenbaum is a convicted felon. He cannot possess a weapon. In fact, case law in Wisconsin states that an attempt by him to actually arm himself in itself is a felony. He doesn't have to possess the weapon. An attempt to possess the weapon is a felony. So he's trying to commit a crime. Kyle prevented him from doing so. Kyle's a hero. Yay! No, I don't want to go into that Kyle hero thing. I don't like it. I wish people would quit calling him that. It's not going to serve him well. However, it is an interesting question. Does that play a role in the trial? Don't know. Like my video, subscribe to my channel. I'll post a link to this in the description below. He is an expert. This is a good one to quote from all those dummies out there who claim, well, Joseph Rosenbaum didn't have a gun. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. He tried to get one.